You know what this means when you see this on the screen. It's data mining. It's leaks time. We're 2 weeks away from the Indigo Disc release via Scarlet and Violet. Very excited to see what's in store. But big news coming out from the data miners and the leakers today. There has been one huge piece of information that's been revealed. I wouldn't really call this spoilers, but if you guys want to turn away before you do that, please like and subscribe. That is the best way to support me for free. Don't forget to smash that sub button. We're very close to 10K. Thank you guys so much from the support from my previous video, which I did not expect. Go ahead and check it out. I'll put that in the end of this video. So let's get right into it. So the big news today is we finally get to see some static legendary Pokemon encounters, aka Pokemon returning to Scarlet and Violet. Now, before I get into it, these are Pokemon that you can encounter in the DLC. These are they're obviously transferable to home, but for those that are transferable, like extra legendaries, we do not know. I do not know personally, and they do not know because nothing has been finalized. But here we go. So I'm gonna give a little shout outs to this Twitter page. You can't really see it on the screen; it's cut off. Macchio and J Roses for showing this beautiful infographic of the legendary Pokemon returning. So there's 25 of them. The Cantonian birds. Then you got the Johto dogs. You got Lugia and Ho. You got the Lottie twins. You got the good old classic GBA trio right there. You got the Swords of Justice. Then you have the legendary dragons from Generation 5th. Then you got the Sun and Moon trio. You got Kubfu, which pretty much we already have Urshifu, so that makes sense. And then we got the horses from Sword and Shield. Now, from what I'm reading here, is that this is not a final list. So obviously, there's been more data mining going on. We'll probably get to find out, you know, the exact Pokemon that are going to be there. Makes sense because we're still 2 weeks out, so not really a rush there. Some of these Pokemon may be version exclusives. I can see that. Usually, when there's like duos like Lugia and Lugia and Sylvia, Lugia and Ho, you get the Lottie twins. Those are probably going to be version exclusives, and the horses too. If you are in pairs of two, most likely they're going to just flip them, in either Scarlet or Violet. And some of these Pokemon will probably be available in raid counters. These are not the only returning legendaries available in the game, but there will definitely be other legendary mythical Pokemon that will be transferable via home. I just said that. So here you go, the 25 legendary Pokemon that are coming back. Now, someone in the thread of this Twitter, and you probably won't be able to read it, but someone asked, is it shiny locked or not? And some of these are going to be shiny locked, unfortunately, and others are going to be shiny huntable. So that's pretty cool. Me personally, I'm not really a fan of shiny hunting. I did that one time when Guzzlord came back in the Crown Tundra DLC last gen. That was the only shiny I ever got, and that was it. Like I was like, okay, that's just way too stressful. But looking at this list, I'm very excited for pretty much very excited for the Lottie twins. I want to see what's in store for them because they have a pretty good move pool. Ho and Lugia are going to be kind of annoying. They're already fat as hell. They got Regenerator, Heavy Duty Boots. Man, any Pokemon that has Regenerator, man, I hate them so much. And then, or Multi-Scale in the case of Lugia. You got the Weather Trio. Man, these Pokemon are going to be gigantic threats. I'm pretty sure these are already in Scarlet and Violet, all three of these. So I'm not really, impressed with that. And then you have the Swords of Justice. Then you have Reshiram, Zekrom, Kyurem, interesting as well. And then you have the Sun and Moon trio is actually going to be kind of cool to see, especially something like Lunala is able to take advantage of becoming like Terra Fighting or Terra Dark to void its 4 times weakness to Ghost and Dark type moves. And then Necrozma, Necrozma's gonna have some shenanigans because it does have stored power, I believe, and it also has access to boosting moves, which is freaking gnarly. And then Kubfu, I'm pretty surprised Kubfu. I could have sworn Kubfu should have been transferable because Urshifu already exists in the games, but it is what it is. Then you got the horses. Spectre, you guys recall, people were complaining that Spectre was just not good because of its move pool or shallow move pool. It was a gigantic threat, and I can't wait to see what's in store for this with terrestrialization. So, of course, if you're considering other legendary Pokemon or different versions of Pokemon, we already know that Raging Bolt has been confirmed. Uh, we already have. Also, the Cobalion form, I completely butchered his name or forgot its name off the top of my head. I really don't know what his name is, but I'm pretty sure Terrakion is gonna come in as a the final. If 2 out of 3 are going to get different versions of themselves, then I'm pretty sure the third one should. There's just no way, right? I mean that makes sense to you and I. You got it? Got it. All right, cool. So here you go. That's all the information I'm gonna give out because there's other information that I wanted to display here. The last time I did that prior to the Teal Mask DLC, I had a video and apparently Nintendo shut that shit down on YouTube, which again I've always had problems with Nintendo and YouTube, and that'll probably be a video for another day. But here you guys have it. Which Pokemon are you excited about the most? Now, obviously, some of these Pokemon are already in the game. No surprise there. But you can finally static encounter them and catch them in game rather than transferring them from Pokemon Home. If you guys don't have access to Sword and Shield or previous generation games, this is a perfect opportunity to catch those legendary Pokemon. I know some of these are very viable for VGC, so now's your chance to catch all these Pokemon. Let me know what you guys think. It's your boy Franklin signing out. Peace.